Rodger,
Yes.
we're here in Seattle. You're living in this van, 83 years old. Tell me about it.
Well, it's not too bad. The one good side of it is I'm not paying any rent, and I got a little more money to go get a good meal and go to a movie once in a while. And I can pay my car insurance and buy gas for it. If I was paying $700 or $800 a month, I wouldn't be able to do that.
But this is no way to live.
I figure if I get really disabled, I can go to the veterans' old home.
Yeah. So you're a veteran.
Yes, I am.
And how long have you been out here living in your van?
About 5 years.
5 years, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Well, you have a good spirit about it.
Well, I make the best of the situation.
You're saying if you...
I don't blame anybody for being here. I've had a lot of opportunities.
Yeah.
It's not that I haven't had opportunities.
To get out of here?
Yes. I haven't really made a big effort to get out of here, to be honest with you.
So you like it in some ways?
In some ways I do, yeah.
You're saying if you don't like your neighbor, you can just drive down the road.
That's right.
But then again, we were talking with the outreach worker here, and a bathroom would be nice too, wouldn't it?
Yes, it would. But I use the library quite a bit.
Yeah.
I like to read, and I use the facilities at the library almost every day.
But if you could afford an apartment, would you?
Yes, I think I would, yes.
Yeah, if you...
Yeah, I've done this long enough.
Yeah, a shower and a kitchen.
Yeah, that would be great, yeah.
Because this is your retirement.
Yeah.
What's a day like?
A day? Well, I get up and go to McDonald's and get something to eat and read the paper. I enjoy reading the newspaper every morning. And I'll either work on my van or take a bus ride somewhere, go to the library somewhere. Not too bad.
Yeah. Does it ever get lonely out here?
Not really.
Always people?
Because there's so many people in my situation, you can always talk to somebody.
You were just saying you had a friend sleep in the front for a while.
Yeah.
Just went into a shelter.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, he's a good guy. He had a brain injury on the job and he's epileptic, so he's not employable.
It ended up here.
Yeah, and he ended up here.
Yeah. Well, you're a veteran in '83, so you've worked.
Oh yes,
You should.
I get a veterans. I get a Social Security check, and I get a small veterans check also.
It's not enough to keep you in an apartment?
Not a regular apartment.
So
I'd have to get into either a subsidized apartment or something like that.
Right. And then you feel the quality of life is better out here in a van than in one of the subsidized apartments.
Well, I eventually want to get into an apartment.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, let's face it, I'm getting old.
Well, you have the spirit and the health of a young man.
I do. Yeah.
If you had 3 wishes, what would they be?
Well, I'd like to have a better income and a good apartment. But I can't really afford a good apartment, and have spending money too right now.
And one more wish.
Well, I'd like to meet a nice gal and get married.
Hey, there you are. Like I said, you're still a young man.
I still got young ideas, you know?
Yeah. Well, thank you very much for talking to me.
Jeez, I hope I.
Oh, you're fine.